Hi guys, today I'm going to teach you how to take the bullet comparator Ogive measuring tool and make your own calibers. So the first thing you want to do is download one of these FCS TND files. These are for FreeCAD. After you download FreeCAD, open up one of those files. I suggest the 6.5 Creedmoor as it is the last one I did, so it'll be the most up to date. So the first thing you can do is go into the spreadsheet right here. The spreadsheet contains all the information you need. The one you want to change is right here. So let's say we change this to a 223 equals 0.12216. That's the diameter that I think it is. Now, because this is a caliber in inches, it's not bad to use IN for inches. And it will automatically convert it to millimeters. If you have a millimeter caliber, just type it in millimeters. The rest of this you don't have to edit. However, if you find that you want a bigger height, my height is set at 0.8 inches. This is because my end stop is 0.2 inches, and that gives me 1 full inch, which makes it very easy to use with the dial caliper. If you're using digital caliper, don't worry about changing this. Now, the other one, after you printed out the original, you might have a problem with the nut not fitting. If you need to the cutout width, my nut diameter will make it a little bit larger. So you can up this. If it's too loose, then of course you could drop it down. And if the nut doesn't go in far enough, this is the measurement right here that you want to change. Updating any of these values will change it on the main drawing. So if we head back here and we look underneath, we can tell it's a much smaller hole now because I had changed it over there. Okay, so let's just go to the right view. And the next thing you'll probably want to change is just your markings. So to change your markings, the first thing you want to do is delete this projection object. Then you want to go on a shape string, hit space to show it. And now that you're on shape string, you can change your string right here. So I'm going to make this 223. Hit enter, you'll see it change. Now, if you're OCD and it drives you nuts that it's not in the proper position, you could just click placement, position, and on the Y string, you can change it. So now it's centered. This is the hardest part of the procedure, and is you need to project this back to the surface. Unfortunately, the FreeCAD tools aren't great, but this is how I do that in the easiest way possible. Go to parts, make sure you're not clicked on any object, so click in the air a couple times. Select this one here, project edge, wire, and face onto object. After you've done that, click on select projection surface and double click on here. When you see everything go transparent so you can see through it, you have it selected. Then click add face, hold down control, and click on all these faces. Once that happens, change your extrusion height to 0.15. Okay. And you will see it projected onto the surface. Then click on shape string, hit spacebar to hide it, and there's your model. To export this, click on the body, hold control, click on projected object. Now, file, and export. Give it a name. Now when you import this, you will see it's there. There's 3 common problems you might encounter with this. I'll show you the first one. The first one is that you don't get your numbers. If you just click on body and export, sometimes it won't give you the cutout number. And I'll show you in Prusa printers, you could just, or the software, you could just reload from disk. And you see, it just disappeared. It's no longer there. So to fix that, just go to body, highlight body, control projection, and export that. Now, a second problem you might have is you might export this body like this without hiding your shape string. And what that does, I'll show you here. You might have to select this as well, but is it gives you your number floating right here. See? So if that happens, that's what you forgot to do. You forgot to hide your shape string, and make sure, and then to fix it, go to projection object and body while keeping control, and then export. Lastly, if you get an error about the font, it's because when you go to shape string here, you need to give it a font. The font I use is a standard Microsoft font, but it might have to be placed inside the same directory as your drawing. To get to that font, go to C, Windows, Fonts, and copy the Arial font. And that's all there is to it. Thank you very much for watching. Stay smart, stay safe.